Hey everybody, I just got back to theaters, saw Angels and Demons. I don't know what it's about the plot already, but I just seen the movie, but I liked it. It's like, almost like the Da Vinci Code already. But, let me get you straight, like the one from National Treasure and the Da Vinci Code, like this one, I'm trying to tell you. Well, I just seen the Da Vinci Code back then, you know? It's like, the one from Mona Lisa, like they discover how Jesus got married or something, but I don't get the idea about that. But I've been reading a lot of history about it, you know? Well, this movie takes about near Vatican City, from the city of Rome, when John Pope the First was also passed away. This movie, it talks about mystery and solve the case. But what the hell? They had like a nuclear bomb or something. This doesn't definitely look like a massacre or something like they want for their revenge or anything. Well, I get the idea. Well, I'm gonna have to move on, but I have nothing to say about this movie. I really like it already. Well, it wasn't so bad. At least they ain't got burned or something. Well, get that thing away from me instead. This movie talks about, like, they're choosing a new pope already. That's how the story begins, like, there are no hidden cameras there. What the hell? And this is a good adventure story about the angels and demons. Well, what the hell they had to call it Da Vinci Code 2 instead? But they call it Angels and Demons instead. Well, let's try to move on to number 2 already. On my favorite picks before I saw it. The 2009 movies ever. Number 2, Watchmen. Well, I experienced watching. I've seen Watchmen on theaters already, but definitely like the ones from in the past already, in the years 1940s. Well, I approve like there's been a lot of flashbacks about this movie already, like the superhero comics from DC. Well, I haven't read any comic books on Watchmen stories, but I got the DVD collection about the comics already. But mostly, like, for example, what's up with Dr. Manhattan or anything like that? In this theater, the only thing I see is his blue testicles already. Man, you ever seen blue balls and watching on theaters already? Well, unbelievable, but, well, face it, give the guy some underwear or something. And mostly, like, the story, it takes place, this movie takes about 3 hours already, almost like less than 3 hours, but excuse me for that. But I enjoy about watching this Watchmen movie single time. Well, I give this movie a best score ever, but this movie wasn't so bad after all. But it reminds me of like the ones from, mostly I like the ones from the trailer hits, like in the 1985 already. But this clue never happened before, you know? Basically, like, it never did, you know, in the 1980s already. But this is just a comic book characters already. This movie, it definitely, it's one of the hell blockbuster hits. Well, I'm just waiting after it releases on DVD already about Watchmen already. And mostly, this movie was a freaking hit ever. I want to say this movie, not so bad after all, but I'm going to move to number 3 on my favorite picks on 2009 movies already. Number 3, Dragon Ball Evolution. Well, I can honestly say about this movie, it is just way too disappointing. But first of all, this story begins like Master Roshi tells like a legend who created the Dragon Balls instead. But I can honestly say this movie's just way too fast already. You know what this movie is about? It's like Goku is Goku is just like one of those character guys from the TV show, from the cartoon already. Well, Master Roshi doesn't look like him instead. That guy looked like Shaolin Fat. Well, Mostly this story takes like a Power Rangers or something like that. Well, to can honestly say, this movie was the biggest disappointment ever, you know? Well, suddenly, Piccolo only collects Dragon Balls already, but I did see the movie, but, well, I can honestly say I just got off the movies already, and felt like it wasn't entertainment for me instead. Well, let me tell you about the characters already. Do you know Bulma? She doesn't need guns anyhow. And what's up with that anyway? And also, what's up with Young Shock anyway? He doesn't look like a surfer to me. He should have been a guy who was bald to me instead. Well, this movie is just awful terrible. I'm glad I just saw this movie for just a half an hour instead. Well, I'm just gonna have to move on already because I had nothing to say about this movie. I hope you won't release this on DVD already about it, you know? I explained about this movie later, but I just wanted to do research about it, but this movie is just like way too fast already. Even Piccolo, man, he looks like a character who dresses like the one from, you know, the one from the guy from Lord of the Rings. I have no idea about that, you know. Well, I'm just getting to number 4 on my favorite movies ever in 2009 already.